Hello everyone, this is a bit of a controversial start to a vlog today because it's actually the evening. I very rarely start a vlog at any other time than the morning really. I always tend to it's always a good morning, isn't it? But it's not quite the evening. Evening's a bit dramatic. It's just before 4 o'clock, so it's late afternoon, early evening. It's been a really crisp, cold, but really sunny autumn day today. I've really noticed the temperatures have really dropped. I've had my first couple of fires in the evening at home, and I think the heating has to go on. I'm wearing my big cozy comfy jumper, and I have even treated myself to my Uggs first outing. Anyway, starting the vlog this evening was a bit spontaneous, but I had no plans this evening, and I've basically just spent the whole day doing like admin, sat down, work at my desk kind of thing. Do you know what I have been doing though? I have been planning some really fun videos. Next week's video and the week after, they're going to be really good, really autumnal videos, and I can't wait. Even started thinking and plotting and planning all of my videos that are closer to Christmas. I just absolutely love this time of year, and I always have a million ideas running around in my head of things that I want to do, places I want to go, things I want to show you, things I want to cook and bake, and just so many ideas. So I like to just sit down sometimes and just write them all out. So that's what I've been doing today, and then loads of other email-y bits. But the point being is it got to this afternoon about 3 o'clock. I'd done my whole admin list, which I'm really pat on the back, really pleased with myself about, because one thing I will do, you know, we had a conversation ages ago about my like ADHD situation. Admin, oh god, I will put off admin until the end of the earth. Like, I just absolutely hate admin. But anyway, we've done it. So as a pat on the back, I thought there's a film in the cinema that I've been wanting to see for so long, and everyone around me seems to have already seen it. My mum and my sister went together when I was away somewhere, I don't know where I was, and then all of my friends seem to have already seen it as well. So I thought, you know what, I love a solo cinema date, and before it goes out to the cinema, I thought I'll come and do that tonight. So the film is The Roses. It's the one with Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch, both of which I absolutely love, and it looks hilarious, and my mum said it's really funny, so I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to see that. I'm seeing an early showing. I've really cracked the code with the cinema. The best time to go to the cinema is about 5:30, because then when you come out of the cinema, it's not too late, and you can still have your dinner, and you can still, honestly, I'm such a grandma, get to bed at a reasonable time. I am honestly such a grandma. But I do hate it when you come out of the cinema and it's already like 11 o'clock, and then you've got to get home and, you know, do your whole skincare and all of that stuff. But I just thought I'd come in a little bit early because I've been wanting to go to John Lewis. No particular reason, there's just something about John Lewis. I feel like they really go in for all the seasonal things. I always know they're really good at Christmas, but at this time of year they really go in for like all of the Halloweeny, pumpkin-y things. I've actually seen some really nice kitchen-y bits. Can't remember whose vlog I saw that on, but I was watching someone's vlog. They were in John Lewis, and I saw some nice bits for the kitchen, so I wanted to have a look at them. There's honestly nothing that feels more nostalgic and more just gives me all of the really cozy autumn winter vibes than going to the shops when it's dark outside. Don't know if anyone can relate to that, but you know, I think it's something from childhood. Whenever I picture Christmas, particularly Christmas when you go Christmas shopping and all of the shops are just lit up, and it's like this gorgeous orange warm glow coming from all of the shops, and it's cold outside and it's dark. Something about that I just love, and something that's actually probably really niche but just really unlocks like ultimate cozy season childhood nostalgia is going to the supermarket at night, like doing a late night Tesco shop. There's nothing cozier than that. And when I see it on other people's vlogs, like when anybody is in Tesco or any of the supermarkets, M&S, Sainsbury's, any of them, being in a big supermarket when it's dark outside and they've got like all of their seasonal things in, honestly, nothing cozier than that. Does anyone else get that at all? And like the book section in supermarkets at night, I don't know, there's something about it for me. Anyway, I've got no idea how I ended up here talking about all of that, but I was just saying I'm going to go to John Lewis, and then I'm also going to go into M&S because same vibes. There's something about it. I've not been since it's been September, so I just want to go and see what they've got in. And I also want to grab something for dinner when we get home tonight, because it'll be quite late, so I just want to find something easy that I can like throw in the oven or quickly put together and just make myself like a really lovely, cozy, comforting dinner. And then I thought I'd pick myself up like a hot chocolate or something to take into the cinema with me. And that's my little plan. I'm also vlogging over the next couple of days, so I will take you along for all of that. But as for now, maybe go and grab yourself a cup of tea or a hot chocolate. That's such a YouTube thing, isn't it? Everybody says that around this time of year. Go and get yourself a cup of tea or a hot chocolate, but I mean it. Go and treat yourself. Make yourself a hot chocolate with cream and marshmallows and the whole works. And let's spend a really cozy evening together. Look how delicious this looks. Could I please just get an oat milk chocolate? Thank you. The lady in Waterstones just said that her colleague has just finished this and really enjoyed it because it spans over 50 years and apparently it's like really atmospheric, really well written, and it's all set in England, I think, so it sounds like my kind of thing. Yeah, look, it says the story of one man's life over half a century. This is also on my autumn reading list. This one always comes up whenever I ask for autumn book recommendations. These are the bits that I saw in somebody else's video, but they only seem to have these bits left now. A lot of their stock has already changed over to Christmas. This is a perfect soup-sized mug. Cute. Mum and I have been doing an autumn puzzle at home, so I'm very excited for it to be closer to Christmas and to choose a Christmas one for us to do. I love this fleece in next. I don't need another mug, I don't need another mug, I don't need another mug. Best pasta sauce ever, and this one is new, so I also have to try this. I've never seen this before, but it's maple butter. It's organic and it's also plant-based, so I might have to try this because that sounds delicious. Imagine with porridge or something. This is something that I definitely won't be trying. Is that not the weirdest thing? Somebody, if any of you have tried this, please let me know. These are new and they're the Plant Kitchen cookies, but these ones are chocolate and orange. This is so cute for Christmas too. Absolutely have to try these. I said this a few videos ago, but these ones are also really good. Okay everyone, we are home. So let me give you my review of the film. So I thought overall really funny, really good, like entertaining film. If you've got people over at Christmas, this is the time of year when people are always over and like the evenings are long and you're just looking for something to put on. It's a really entertaining film. The reason I didn't absolutely love it is I think because of it being Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch, I just kind of thought it was going to be like an amazing amazing film because they're both so good. There were moments in the film that were sort of more sincere and that were really like touching, because the whole topic is basically about a married couple that have been together forever, and it's kind of, I guess, like the ups and downs of a marriage that's heading towards divorce, which is obviously like a really relatable topic to so many people. And there were glimmers in the film of just how well it could have been done, but it just went over the top at times, and I just felt like it was so unnecessary because they could have made the film really funny. Like, Olivia Colman is so funny anyway, and some of the things she said were making me laugh out loud, and the same with him actually. But some of it just went over the top, and I think that's because the tone of the film is meant to be kind of, well, it's definitely meant to be a comedy, but they just, I don't know. If you've seen it, let me know what you think, and don't let me put you off watching it, because I would definitely like rewatch it at Christmas. I think it's really funny. It's a really easy, light-hearted watch, but it just had so much potential. That's what I feel like. It could have just been so much better. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad I went either way, because I always think it's such like quality time with yourself going to the cinema. No phones, no distractions, just you and some good snacks and a cup of tea. It's a great time. So I need to go more often actually. I'm about to make dinner, but I thought I'd quickly show you just the interesting bits I got from M&S. I did just get some like ingredient bits that we're making dinner with. I thought I'd show you my pasta sauces that I love so much, and then these that I have already opened, and I have to say are really good. Although I will say that £4, these are, I think they're like £3.75 or something, but £4 for a bag of crisps to me is unacceptable, but they are really good. The only ingredients are potato, avocado oil and sea salt. And avocado oil is meant to, has like a higher smoke point or something, so it's meant to be less bad for you when it's heated up. So I could see myself buying them again, to be honest. And then pasta sauces. This one is my all-time favourite. If you've been here for a while, you'll have heard me talk about this before. This is the chili and wild fennel ragu sauce. It's so good. It's pretty much the only tinned tomato pasta sauce that I genuinely think is delicious. Like, it's so good. I have to show you my like 10-minute really quick easy dinner recipe that I make with this. I used to have it all the time, and honestly I probably would have it every single night if that wasn't lazy. It's so good. And then this one is new, so I thought I'd try it. It's a puttanesca with olives and wild capers, and normally I love a tomato sauce with olives in. I'm hoping that this is just as good as this one, but unfortunately we're not having them tonight because I need to use some bits up in my fridge. So I'm going to make a really quick like 15-minute creamy mushroom pasta, put some broccoli on the side, and call that dinner for tonight. It's a really easy, yummy, like creamy, yeah, just like filling, wholesome kind of dinner. So let me show you what goes into it. So this is everything that I pulled from the fridge and the cupboards that just needs using. So we've got our mushrooms, some garlic, half a tin of butter beans, some pasta that I had left over from a different recipe. I'm gonna just put some broccoli on the side so we have some veg with dinner. And then this is the cream that we used in last week's recipe, so that needs using up. And then we have our plant-based parmesan that I just picked up from the shop. And other than oil, salt, pepper, seasoning, maybe some stock, definitely some stock. That's everything that we need, so I'm gonna start chopping everything up. If you crush the garlic, it makes it so much easier to peel, which is why I always do that. See, that will just peel straight off now. As always, I'm a huge fan of a one-pot meal, so I'm going to do everything in this pot. Put my pasta in, a little bit of salt. Okay, a little bit of olive oil, mushrooms. This is a little bit of celery salt, black pepper, mixed herbs. Ideally the mushrooms would have a little bit more space than this, just so they can really sweat out all of the water in them. but this will do. Garlic. Okay, now that the mushrooms are looking good, I'm adding in a mix of stock and a little bit of the pasta water from earlier. I'm adding the pasta back in so that it can finish cooking in the stock, and it will also absorb obviously some of the excess liquid from the stock. Okay, that's pretty much done, so I'm going to add in my butter beans. And finally, a little bit of cream. Okay, this looks so unbelievably good. I've never been so excited to eat, and honestly it took, I don't know, 20 minutes really? Not much more. I don't have the best angle for serving here, so bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna try some from the pan. So good. I'll spare you the sound of me chewing, but that is honestly delicious. And like I said, it took about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go and eat this. I can't stop eating it out of the pan, it's so good. Good morning. Good morning. What are you doing? Why's your mouth open? Look, wagging. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey? What are you doing? Oh. You're so cute. Love you, darling. One of my neighbours has chosen right now to use some kind of heavy garden machinery of some description. I don't know if they're cutting the hedges, doing something with the lawn, don't know what's going on. So if you can hear that, I'm pretty sure you will be able to hear that in the background. I'm really sorry. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, and we need to go out today, so I thought we're just going to have to try and bear with. I've also just seen myself in the camera and I look so tired today. Do you know, this is not a very fun note to start the morning on, but do you know a couple of weeks ago when I wasn't very well and I lost my voice and that whole thing? Whatever that was, I don't really feel like I fully even recovered from that yet, which is so weird because that was probably 3 weeks ago I started feeling ill with that illness. Like, I watched a bit of the footage back that I took yesterday in the car before the cinema, and I don't fully sound like myself yet, so I don't really know what's going on. And I just feel like I just look tired all the time. It's so bizarre. And don't even mention my period, because I never wanted my period more in my life, because I feel like that will reset everything and I'll stop feeling tired and whatever. So yeah, anyway, we'll see. It's my mum's birthday this week, so we've got a few nice plans together today. It's a mum and daughter day, but honestly, when is it not a mum and daughter day? But we're going for a family dinner tonight at the pub. It's a new pub that we haven't been to before, but it's been on my list for such a long time because it just looks like so cosy and the food looks unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then today, Dalesford have got on their craft fair that they do. It's in Heritage House at the Dalesford Farm. And Mum and I thought we'd go along to that and have a look. And then I happen to know that Dalesford have now done their big switch over to full autumn mode. So there's pumpkins everywhere, and it looks like they've really gone for autumn this year, so I'm excited to see that. And then we're also going to another new place for lunch today. It's a new opening. I think what it is if you know the Cotswold Guy, they still have their farm shop that's in, I get so confused between Guyton Power and Temple Guyton. I think it's Guyton Power that they have the farm shop, but they used to have another location that closed. And I think the people from the Bull, as in the Charlbury Bull pub that we absolutely love, I think they've taken over the space and now have their own kind of cafe, which is so nice. Because I do feel like the Cotswolds could do with more really, really good lunch spots. When Mum and I talk about where to go for lunch, it's always Quince and Clover, which pretty much just can't be beaten, that's so good, or we go to Dalesford because obviously it's all organic and it's really good as well. So I've got high hopes. And then we're also going to take the dogs with us all day, and then we'll take them for a walk. So I think we're going to walk the dogs, go for lunch, go to Dalesford, come home, get changed, and then all go for a family dinner at the pub. So it sounds like a perfect autumn day, and it's dull and it's gloomy and it's really quite cold today, so it's going to be a good day. And I'm going to wear my new coat because I've not worn this much yet. I love this coat. As I said when I tried it on with you, it just makes the outfit so easy to put together, and I think it's quite like an elevated chic look. So that's what we're wearing. I'm just waiting for Mum to get here now, and then we will head out for the day. On Fridays here they do a pizza night, which is what this must be getting ready for. Okay, Mum's just with the dogs, letting them have a wee quickly. We finished lunch, we're about to head over to Dalesford. Lunch was really good. I feel like not many people must know that it's open because it wasn't very busy, and normally for lunchtime anything affiliated with the Bull would be really, really busy. So if you're over that way and you're looking for somewhere for lunch, I would definitely recommend. We both just got the mushroom soup. You know when you can just tell something's really truly homemade? It definitely had that feel to it. And also we then had a gluten-free almond flour, chocolate and pear cake and a cup of tea, and that was delicious too. So it was really good, would highly recommend. It's kind of sort of in the middle of nowhere, but it's the kind of place that maybe you might be driving through or driving near to do other things. So if you ever are, I would recommend for lunch. And then also they were telling us that on a Friday they open late or later for like a pizza night, and then they put fire pits outside and stuff, so it sounds like that'll be really nice as well. But anyway, Mum's coming back now, so let's head over to Dalesford. Really? We think this fox/bat is very cute. Look with its little pumpkin, trick-or-treating pumpkin thing. And then the wings. That's so cute, isn't it, Mum? And there's this little mouse that's a witch. Rue, it looks like you if you dressed up for Halloween. I don't think they've ever done anything like this here before, but this year they've got a whole kind of autumn/Halloween display. There's little cookies with bats on, pumpkin cookies, and then loads of pumpkin chocolates. They've got this big one, and they've also got all the little ones. These ceramic tomatoes are so nice. Hello, could we get one mild cider, please? Thank you. I've got to talk quietly because they're doing a talk in the building next to us, but Mum's just got herself a mulled cider, and the display out here near the kind of truck where they sell the mulled cider is so pretty. Very, very autumnal here. Look at how amazing this is. This is a gorgeous lamp. This is the same lamp but in a lighter shade. It's so, so gorgeous. So instead of a birthday cake, we thought we'd go to a bakery near to us and just get a selection of different cakes and all share them, which would also be probably my preference on a birthday too, because then you get a bit of everything. So we've got, this is a chocolate madeleine, this is a Swiss pastry, this is something called a chocolate pudding. Actually, I've got clean hands, so let me show you inside this because it looks so good. Look how yummy that looks so good. And then this is a vegan escargot that has hazelnuts in. We get that one quite a lot. Okay, we're home. And my voice is hanging on by a thread. Honestly, I can't even talk about it. Well, literally can't even talk about it. I'm just hoping and praying that my voice doesn't fully go again, and this is just some minor blip because Mummy likes to talk, doesn't she, Rue? But anyway, we had a gorgeous time. Did you have the best day, Rue? Rui? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? You did? Were you a good girl? You were? She's so cute. Yeah, we had a really nice day. I was actually saying to Mum today, I don't know who does the visual merchandising for Daylesford, but they need a pay rise. They're honestly unbelievable. Daylesford manages to just make everything beautiful. They're just so, so good at it. That's one thing that they always get right. It was a really gorgeous day out, wasn't it, my gorgeous angel? Yes, it was. I love you. Anyway, guess what time it is? It's book of the week, autumn book of the week time. But as always, before I get into my book of the week recommendation, I want to give you an update on where I'm at with the books that I've read. So I finished Rebecca. I really did enjoy Rebecca. I think it's beautifully written. And do you know something that I actually did appreciate about it? I was saying to my mum that the events in the book are kind of almost refreshingly not too over the top dramatic. You know how everything now is kind of like fast-paced, more dramatic, you need more kind of shock value because everybody's attention spans are so short, and we've kind of seen everything before. So when I did read, for example, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Those books do too much. They're kind of too dramatic, too unrealistic. There's a plot twist every, second chapter, and it's kind of just, I guess it's just feeding the whole attention span thing. So did I read every single page of The Housemaid? Yes, I did. Did I read the book in like half a day? Yes, I did. But also, do I feel it's kind of the same effect as scrolling my TikTok For You page where you're just constantly fed like really stimulating information. Do you know what I mean? It kind of feels like books like The Housemaid and books that are similar to that are sort of like the TikTok For You page of the book world, if that makes sense to anyone but me. So Rebecca, having been written at a totally different time before we even had a For You page, is a slower paced book, still a kind of a dark, eerie sort of mystery, and you become aware that things might not be quite what they seem, and there's obviously a bit of a twist in the book, although I shouldn't say that because I was saying to Mum, I hate when people tell you that there's going to be a twist in a book before you've read the book, because then the whole book I'm just waiting for the twist. Okay, Rue wants to play, so we're going to play. You want to play, baby? Okay, don't knock my camera though. Go on then. Anyway, the point being, I really enjoyed Rebecca, and if you want to read a really beautifully written sort of dark mystery set in a big country house with beautiful descriptions, then I think you'll enjoy Rebecca. So that's what I thought of Rebecca. Now, I am currently reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Let me make a bold statement. I'm only, let's see how many pages through. I'm 110 pages in. It's probably a 600 page book. But so far, this might be my favourite book that I've read for a long time. The way it is written is so compelling. It's really quite fast-paced, but without cheapening the writing in any way. I cannot put this down. I absolutely love it so far. And also what I think is amazing about the writing is honestly, by about 40 pages into this book, I had such vivid images and such a real feeling and like, you know, a grasp of like the atmosphere of where they're living, which I think takes unbelievable writing to do that in 40 pages. So far, so good. Obviously, you know, I am only a sixth of the way through the book, so my opinion could change, but so far I could not be enjoying this more. It's the first book in a while that I truly have that feeling. I think the last book I read where I really could not put it down was A Little Life, which I read about 18 months ago. But this has that similar feeling where there's nothing, you know, I'm not wanting to turn on the TV, I'm not wanting to do anything, I just want to read my book. So I was actually reading it this morning. This morning was one of those perfect autumn mornings where it's really cold outside, so I can put my big coat on, go out with Rue, sit on the chair, have all the steam coming off my morning cup of tea and just read a couple of chapters. So far, absolutely obsessed with this book. And it is set in autumn, so it's definitely like a very autumnal read. I was reading something this morning actually that I thought I'll read this to you. So here's a couple of sentences that I read this morning that really set the scene for how kind of autumnal the backdrop for this book is. Also, Rue's found a chew, so that's what that noise is in the background. But anyway, it says, around Halloween, the last stubborn wildflowers died away and the wind became sharp and gusty, blowing showers of yellow leaves on the grey, wrinkled surface of the lake. On those chill afternoons when the sky was like lead and the clouds were racing, we stayed in the library banking huge fires to keep warm. Bare willows clicked on the window panes like skeleton fingers. While the twins played cards at one end of the table and Henry worked at the other, Francis sat cowled in the window with a plate of little sandwiches in his lap. So yeah, the backdrop for the book, at least at the beginning anyway, is all very autumnal, so could not recommend it more. But as for this week's book of the week, this is one that I am so excited to read because I absolutely love Diane Satterfield. I read Once Upon a River and I feel like I've gone on and on about that book. I think the descriptions in that book were so beautiful. But this one is called The 13th Tale. It says on the front, an abandoned house, 2 parallel stories and a secret that will change everything. The front is kind of giving spooky Halloween sort of vibe. So let's read the back together. Angelfield House stands abandoned and forgotten. It was once the imposing home of the March family. Fascinating, manipulative Isabel, Charlie, her brutal and dangerous brother, and the wild, untamed twins, Emmeline and Adeline. But Angelfield House conceals a chilling secret whose impact still resonates. Now Margaret Lee is investigating Angelfield's past and the mystery of the March family starts to unravel. What is the connection with author Vida Winter, and what is in Margaret's own troubled past that causes her to fall so powerfully under Angelfield's spell? The reviews say things like a page-turner of gothic mystery, which is perfect for October, I think. And if there's one thing about Diane Satterfield, she's going to give you a beautiful, vivid description. So I'm so excited to read this. And that's the book update for this week. So I'm going to get myself changed and then I'm going to drive over to my parents' house and pick them up because I thought I'd drive and then they can both have a drink. And I'm not really drinking anything at the moment. I'm not really a big drinker anyway, but normally if we went to the pub, especially at this time of year, I'd actually love to have a glass of red wine, but I'm sure I'll be better soon and there's plenty of time left for red wine and fires and cosy pubs. So let's go and get my parents. Morning. Sorry for this slightly weird angle we've got going on, but it's really sunny in here, so I was trying to find somewhere that the sun is not directly in my eyes, but it's also not dark. So we're here on this weird angle against my chest of drawers, and I keep meaning to talk to you about my hair because it's something that I get questions about from time to time, which is very flattering. I'm always very flattered by it. So I am going to show you all the products and the things that I use every day on my hair, but I have to say I've got pretty low maintenance hair. I've never dyed my hair. This is just the colour that I was born with, which is really weird because my sister and I are both blonde like this, but neither of my parents are really blonde, so I don't know where we got it from. But I've never dyed my hair, which I think massively helps because there's not really any damage. I mean, I use heat on my hair every single day, and this is really bad, so if you're a hairdresser, cover your ears, but I don't use heat protection. There's nothing big and clever about that. I'm not recommending. I should definitely do it, but you know when you're just not in the habit of doing it, so I don't use heat protection. Don't recommend. You probably should use heat protection. Well, you definitely should use heat protection on your hair, but I think because, like I said, I don't dye my hair, I think it stays healthy. I also only get my hair cut once a year. And I did that the other day actually. So it is looking more healthy this week because I got it cut last week. And I remembered that I actually vlogged that day. So I thought what I'll do is after I've talked to you about my hair now, I'll put in those clips from that day. It's just a bit of a London vlog, but it includes a haircut, or a few clips from a haircut anyway. So I'll put that in after this. But in terms of what I do every day, I wash my hair probably twice a week. It needs washing more than that, but I will just dry shampoo. And this is the only shampoo and conditioner that I use. I absolutely love this. It's Dr. Organic. It's the Moroccan argan oil shampoo, and then the same conditioner. I think they also sell them in places like Holland and Barrett, but they can be quite hard to find, so I will link them for you. These are so ingrained in my routine. They're products that genuinely, if they were discontinued, I'd have to buy every single unit that exists on earth because I just can't imagine doing my hair without them. I think they are what give my hair a shine. Pretty much the only shampoo and conditioner that's ever made my hair shiny, because it's actually quite hard to get, well, I found it's quite hard to get blonde hair to be shiny, but these seem to do that. In combination with another product that unfortunately I simply could not live without, which is my Dyson Airwrap. I can't explain the difference that this makes. You know, sometimes I'll go on holiday in America, that's it. In America, my Dyson doesn't work. The voltage or something is different, so I end up using just the hotel hair dryers. This makes the biggest difference when it comes to, again, making my hair shine. I don't actually use the curling tool on this, mostly just because my hair is actually pretty, it's pretty fine. Like, I have lots of hair, but it is pretty fine. So I know that my best friend Ella, for example, she only uses the Airwrap to blow dry her hair. She's got really thick hair and it's incredible, like unbelievable on her hair. She looks like she's just come out of the hair salon every time she does it. But this for drying my hair, best thing ever. I'll just go over it like with nothing on, just to roughly blow dry it, and then I will put this exact tool on and then go through it, and it just makes it so sleek, so smooth and so shiny. So I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I can link the one that I have because I think they have a few different variations of this now maybe, so I'll link the one that I have. And then I curl my hair with the Molly May Beauty Works. I don't know, again, I'll have to find out what exact one this is and then I will link it for you. But I've used this exact one for years. It's actually got, you know when you accidentally burn things, it's all like marked from where I've accidentally burned things. I just whack this up to full heat, so bad when I don't use heat protection, so bad. I'm going to buy a heat protection now that I've said it out loud and admitted it. I feel like I need to do something about it. But yeah, I'll put this on full heat and then I basically part my hair in the middle down each side, which is the way that I wear it every day. And then I will, the front bits that are shorter, I'll curl separately. Always curling away from my face actually, and then I basically split each side of my hair into 3 big sections. Curl, hairspray, this is the hairspray that I love, it's the Living Proof Flex hairspray. Also my voice is definitely still not right, so if you can hear that, and that's really annoying, sorry. But basically I will then hairspray my whole hair with the Living Proof Flex hairspray. I will leave it in, like the curls are really tight still at that point, and I will leave that in for probably only 5 minutes or so, or just until I need to go out, and then I brush it out with, unfortunately, the best hairbrush in the entire world. And I say unfortunately because, again, the price point on this hairbrush, it's just, I mean, it's just stupid. It's not lost on me how ridiculous the price point is, but if I lost this, I would replace it time and time and time again. It's so good. This is the Le Bon Brosse hairbrush. I just have the mini, but this has been so good for my hair, and I think it really helps with keeping the shine in my hair as well. I really couldn't be without this. I absolutely love it. Do you know what this would make? Because it's kind of like an unjustifiable price point. You know, if you want to buy someone like a really gorgeous Christmas gift of something that they would never justify buying for themselves. I bought this for a couple of my friends because it just makes a really good present. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to pop in now all of the footage from the day I got my hair cut in London. There's lots of other bits in there as well. It's also the day that I got my new glasses that I've been wearing, and I just thought I've taken it, so I'll share it with you. I hope you've enjoyed spending a couple of days with us. I'm so looking forward to, I said this at the start of the vlog I think, but I'm so looking forward to the next couple of weeks and the vlogs we've got coming, because we're really embracing October and we're going to do all of the pumpkin related things, which I'm so looking forward to. I'm dying to tell you everything that we're doing next week, but I'm not going to spoil it because I already know the plans for the week, and I am personally so looking forward to it, so I feel like it's going to be really fun to just bring you along. And then the week after, so next weekend, which will then be the week after, my best friend Ella's coming to stay for the weekend. We've got so many like really good autumnal plans, but that will be in 2 vlogs time, so it's going to be a really fun, really cozy, really autumnal start to October. Reese says, thank you so much for watching. Oh, and do you know something else? I've never ever done this in the history of my YouTube channel. I've never, you know, lots of YouTubers will sort of say at the end or at the start of their videos, subscribe and that sort of thing. I don't think I've ever said that. Maybe when I first started YouTube, I don't know, but I don't think I've ever said that. But I'm gonna make an exception to that rule, because we are, which is unbelievable to even say, approaching 500,000 subscribers, which is just insane, and something that we've spoken a lot in previous vlogs about how younger me didn't really have a friendship group and went through some pretty, I don't know, just some pretty not fun times, I guess, when I was really young. So the really young version of me who was going through all that stuff would never ever have even remotely believed or conceived of the idea that I would have so many of you to just share my life with. So yeah, as silly as it is, if you watch the vlogs and you enjoy the vlogs, because I am definitely guilty of watching so many people on YouTube and forgetting to subscribe to them. So if you watch the channel and I feel so uncomfortable saying this because it's just not me at all. So I guess for the first time ever, if you like the channel, I would love it if you subscribe. And I hope you have the best week ever, and I can't wait to catch up with you next weekend. Bye guys.